Okay. Welcome into Taco Drama Night, episode 30. No Rigo and Art, so I got the next best option.
Thanks. The
My
next best
mom,
option.
so
Thanks.
yeah, so episode 30. Rigo will be back and Art hopefully will be back next week. So, but
So sorry you stuck with me.
just for an hour or so.
All
So,
right. And
yeah.
I have to tell you, 8:45 on a Friday night is pushing it, Josh.
It's not
My
that late.
bedtime
No, come on.
is like 9 o'clock.
Mm,
Eh,
I don't know.
eh. Josh first goes out at 10:30, and I'm like, he asked me, "What am I doing?" And I go, "What do you mean? What am I doing? It's Friday night.
Closer to the
It's
mic, closer.
almost 10 o'clock. What does it look like I'm doing?" BED.
Okay, well, I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe you're going out to a
yeah.
party or something
I'm
that I
going
don't
out.
know about.
I'm going out like a light in my dreams.
Okay.
And he says, "What are you doing tonight?"
Well, I don't
You're
know.
looking at it, sleeping.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, when you're
maybe
old like me,
you're not that you're not.
I used to
Yeah.
do this. Hey, I used to come home from work, go to sleep, wake up at 9, take a shower, get dressed, and go out on a Friday night, even
Mhm.
a weeknight.
Mhm.
So I was young once too. I
I
wasn't
know.
born like this.
I know. I mean, I know that,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah.
used to go out and party and
So what
play.
happened?
I got old.
That old?
Well, I'm pretty old.
Nah, you're all right.
And I still work full time, driving 45
All
minutes
right, all
each
right.
way.
I mean, yeah, okay.
And
But
now
you're gonna retire soon.
hopefully in a couple of years, but
Yeah, so that's good. You got
let's
a couple
say
more years, and then you can do whatever you want.
I still don't know if I'll be going out past.
No, but I'm saying you could at least not have to get up early and go to
Oh,
work.
that'll be good.
Yeah, right.
That'll be nice.
So yeah, if you didn't know, this is my mom.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Hi,
so
everybody.
yeah, you're gonna get all of your friends to watch it and work
I
people. Make sure
am.
you keep the mic really close
Yes,
to your face.
sorry, guys, I'm
Yeah,
new at this.
you'll get it.
I'm not techie, so
Yeah,
he's helping me out here.
but so I wanted to talk about on the previous podcast I brought up that Dodger game birthday party.
Oh, God,
How
yes.
bad was that?
That was a disaster.
Like I brought it up on a previous
Yeah.
episode and I said,
Well,
"Oh, my mom was hated us." So how
well,
bad was that?
it was, I swore I told him no more birthday parties, and I got so mad,
So what
but
happened? We
it was
decided.
really my fault. Josh, we said we didn't know what to do.
What I was like 8 years old,
About 7.
7. I think
And
it
we
was
did a
7.
couple of birthday bowling parties because we're big bowlers.
Mhm.
And we just thought we'd do something different. And we like going to sporting events. So we decided,
And at that
okay,
time, I think we had season tickets to the Dodgers, right?
um,
Or
I
did
don't
we
know if
already
we
give
did
them up?
because no, I think though we had to get, I think we might have. Yes,
Right.
we
Okay.
split season tickets with a whole group of
A whole
people.
group, right? But we still
So
had them.
we still had them,
Yeah.
but I think we had to buy an extra one because we only had 4.
Okay. No,
And
you had to buy a couple extra. I think
3, 4. We were.
we had at least 4 of me.
I
No, it
think
was me and
it
I
was
remember it was
Josh
me, Hayden, Tyler, and one other
and
kid.
another guy,
I don't remember
Paul
his name.
um
From baseball.
from
No, well,
baseball.
Hayden
No,
was from elementary
a
school,
couple of 3 kids.
but we were terrible.
I don't even think terrible covers it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was thinking.
Mhm.
So we rented because we didn't have a SUV at the time. We were all excited. We rented an SUV and we picked up the kids and off we go to Dodger Stadium. And the car was already a disaster because three, seven, three,
8-year-olds
7 or 8 year
yeah,
olds,
yeah. And one of the kids had Tyler had like well,
all three of
actually
them,
all of them had like
all
ADD or
3 of them. And I'm
ADHD or
not putting
something.
down anything
Right,
about ADD,
right. But they
but
all had it. Even
yes.
I probably had a
And
minor case
Josh
of it.
was that
Well,
age.
I'm misdiagnosed, so
No,
but
well, Josh thinks he was born with some
yeah,
disease that, but
yeah, but okay,
he
we'll get into
wasn't.
that
We
later.
had Josh completely
No,
tested.
I
He
think
is fine.
I was
But
misdiagnosed as a kid, but
Josh, 3
yeah.
of his friends were
Make
diagnosed
sure
and
it's
on
close, close,
medicine.
close. Yeah,
So, which, no big
yeah.
deal, fine. But when we got in the car, they were all bouncing off the
Screaming, yeah,
walls,
already, yeah.
screaming.
And then I remember, didn't we drop like a something we
Oh,
dropped down from
oh
the
yeah.
first, like an ice cream or
No,
something?
you dropped the foam finger that one of the
Oh, the
kids
foam
had, a
finger.
foam
I
finger.
thought we dropped like an ice cream or something too at
No,
one point.
you dropped, one of the kids had a foam. They were sitting in the front row in front of us. because we had 2 seats behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Packed house.
Yeah, I remember that. It was
Oh my
crazy.
God, everybody was,
We were running, and it
and
was bad. Yeah.
I thought we were going to get kicked out. They were hyper hanging over the front fence, the front
Mom, you don't have
guardrail,
to scream, boy. Don't scream.
and one of the kids, they were running up and down the steps like maniacs.
Yeah, I remember
I
that.
think the
So,
guard even came
but
to
I
us.
remember at one point after you were like, "You're never having a
So
birthday party
anyway,
again."
so we left early.
Did we leave
I
early?
think we did because
We were just too rowdy.
because
Yeah,
everybody was like mad that
yeah,
we were
yeah. I
disrupting.
remember. I remember.
So
Yeah.
we finally left, and I was really mad, but then I realized it wasn't their fault. I'm
Closer, closer,
thinking,
closer, closer.
what was I thinking? First of all, this age, 7-year-old boys, they're wild maniacs. And it was just like, I kept saying, what was I thinking? But
But
all I know is,
I just remember afterwards you were telling me you're never
I
having
said, you're
another
never having
birthday
another
party
birthday
ever
party
again.
ever
But
again.
then at like what, 13, I had the sleepover.
At 12.
12.
And
And
another
that was
one.
another
Oh,
disaster.
that was another
Yeah.
disaster. Then we went
First,
back to the bowling birthday parties.
yeah, I had a few more
He
bowling. I
had
had the
a
broom ball.
he had
Or
a
was that
broom ball
after?
skate ball, like broom ball on
Was
ice
that
skate.
after or
That was
before?
after.
Okay, no, no, was that after the sleepover one?
No,
Okay.
before.
I think the sleepover one was like one of my last birthday parties.
Before the big bar mitzvah.
Yeah, okay, but
But the broom ball, that was
that was
fun.
fun.
They were already in 5th grade.
No,
They
we
were
yeah, okay.
So they were a little bit.
But that one was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, but
And then we did basically bowling parties, you know, for
yeah,
most of the
I did that
time.
when I was much younger.
But we did bowling parties in between. And then at 12, Josh wanted a slumber party in
Because
the
one of
house.
my friends had a previous slumber party for one of his parties. I
Right.
thought it was a good idea, so I was like, I
But
want to do
I
that.
said he wanted like 4 or 5 kids, and I have a small house.
That small.
Well, where was I going to put 4,
Well, good thing you didn't do it
5,
in the house.
12-year-olds?
Yeah, exactly.
So I called around at local hotels, and we found a Best in Ramada.
No,
that
it
had
wasn't a Ramada. It was
Best in.
no, it was the one that we always used to stay at. The folks used to
Oh
stay
yeah,
at.
there was one in Sherman Oaks. I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
And I called up, and they had a special, $89 a room. I said, "Oh, $89
So
a
we
room."
got 2
So
adjoining rooms.
we got 2 adjoining rooms. Me and
Chris's mom, Christopher's
a friend of
mom.
ours from bowling, a good friend of ours, Christina, the
Yeah.
mother of one of the party goers,
Yeah.
and Stephen, Josh's dad.
Oh God, you don't need to go in. Oh, this is okay. They don't. Who cares?
Oh, okay, nobody
But don't
cares.
have to break down this person and that
Okay.
person and this person and who cares?
We had 3 adults, and we had 1 adjoining room.
We had 8. It was at least 6 or 8 of us, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that was a lot. Well,
one
one kid, Ryan, got his nose broken
Oh,
when we were
God.
playing. Well, it wasn't
we were
broken,
in
but
the pool with us 3 supervising, and they were 12 already. And one kid already came with like a bruised nose, and somehow he fell and bruised his
no,
nose
no.
even more.
One of the kids threw a ball and it hit him in the
Oh,
face.
That's right. And it hit his
Yeah.
nose. I thought, oh
Yeah,
my
we were
God,
like throwing footballs, and then the kid like
his mother
busted
is
his
gonna
nose.
sue me or call the police.
Well, she's not gonna do that. We
But
were friendly with her.
I know, but here I am.
But so that started out, and then
And
we
then
had the.
we went to miniature golf
Oh, that was bad too.
at
Yeah.
the Castle Park.
Right across the street.
And that
Yeah.
was a disaster because,
Yeah.
again, 12-year-old
Mom, make sure
boys,
it's closer. Make sure it's closer.
12-year-old boys are also
Pretty bad.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know which is worse, 8
I
or
think
12.
my other friends were a little more rowdy than me,
But
but
they were
bad.
running around.
But then they broke a screen door in the
that
second
was another
room.
story.
No,
Then-
that's the same story.
Right, but that was after miniature golf. We went to get pizza, and then we went back up to the room just to settle down. I don't know, it must have been 10. And, so of course, you expect kids to be up all night and, but they were not like calming down at all.
Mm.
And at like 2 in the morning, I hear something fall out on the ground. They kicked out.
One kid karate chopped the
screen
door.
window.
Screen
I'm
window.
in a hotel.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna excuse me,
You're
I'm going to
right.
have to pay for this broken hotel screen. Thank God nothing was wrong with the screen and they were able to plop it back in.
Yeah, but it was
I'm
just
thinking, didn't
yeah.
I learn my lesson
Yeah, that was my
from the first
last
time?
real party.
Excuse me, but I need a drink.
Well, it
So
don't have to be
hang
excused,
on.
just drink the
Let me
water.
drink the
I'll keep
water.
talking. Put the microphone down. Put it
Okay.
down. Yeah. No, just you don't have to excuse when you need water, you just drink water. We do that all the time. But yeah, that was a disaster party.
That was, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking
But
I must be crazy
that
because
was truly like one of my last
that
parties.
was his last
Yeah.
birthday party
Because then I didn't
before.
even want birthdays
No,
after
but
that.
he did
Yeah.
have a bar mitzvah and
Yeah, we had
had a
that. That one
nice
was a big
party.
one. Yeah.
So,
Thank God we didn't do it at the temple.
oh no, we were
Yeah.
going to do it at the temple,
Like the service,
but
but
the caterer there, they have a little room and they cater lunch. We got a note, just general note,
close. Make sure you keep it
everybody
keep
who's just members of the temple got a note that the caterer's last
would
event
have
he
been
was
mine.
leaving
Yeah.
would have been Josh's bar mitzvah.
Yeah, so
And I'm thinking,
oh
oh
boy.
my God, thank
And it
God.
already wasn't that good of a service anyway because I had a few friends that had it before me and it was fine. It was just more of like the convenience of having
Right.
the service and then the
And then
party
they had a
right
little
next door.
party and we would have
The
catered food.
brownies were amazing there
Oh,
though.
Josh loved the
The
brownies there.
brownies at the temple, even Friday nights,
Oh,
I would
services.
just go to Friday nights just for the
And
brownies.
pig out on brownies.
Just for the brownies.
But
Yeah.
we ended up having it at another place
And it was really
and
good.
it was really good.
Yeah.
But
And it was
I'm
bowling
thinking,
themed
can you
too.
imagine though that what the last event would have been? I would have been like a nervous wreck. He probably, would have
Yeah.
just put it together so fast. So we made the right choice on that one.
Yeah, remember the late crazy lady Marge?
Oh God, yes.
But she was nice.
She was really nice and she
But
did a great
she
job.
did a good job, but she was crazy.
She was nice.
That was the caterer.
The caterers are usually crazy. She just kept saying, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Don't ask questions. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
Closer,
I have to
closer.
tell you,
She did a good job. She
She
was just a
really did.
crazy lady.
It was a nice party.
Yeah, it was. But I think that was my last birthday
Not
real
after
party.
that,
I didn't have any more.
We just started
I had a
doing
couple at,
family
like
dinners.
and I had a couple at like when I was older, like 17, 18, I just had like friends over for
No,
pools and
he
stuff.
had a couple of like
Yeah.
when he was like 18, 19, he had his
Yeah.
birthdays in the summer and
Yeah.
I told him bring some kids over, have a pool party.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
anyhow, but now
No,
birthday parties
I don't
after
even
that
want them
13-year-old.
anymore. Yeah, I don't even want them anymore.
We do family dinners
Yeah.
and maybe I say, do you have a friend or anybody you want to bring?
I have a
But
tradition of just like doing scratchers on my birthday
yeah,
and stuff like
scratches
that.
and donuts.
Donuts. I love donuts.
Oh, anybody that knows Josh, he's a
Mm,
donut person. And
love
twice a
donuts.
year,
Yeah.
he doesn't just eat donuts, he eats donuts. Like 4 or
plural.
5 or 6.
No,
not
no,
4.
no.
I think-
3.
I think he had 4 once.
I might have had 4 one year, but usually
Oh
it's
my God.
3.
He
3.
gets donuts on New Year's Eve and his birthday. And
Mhm.
sometimes he sucks me into going with him.
Usually I'll go with a friend.
But
Matt
I'd
went with
rather
me.
have a
Art went with me
milkshake
a couple
on New
times.
Year's Eve. But one time I had milkshake and donuts.
I think I did that with you.
I think, and I couldn't move the next
Yeah.
day.
But no, so
No.
but
that's Josh's tradition. And then he's never eating again
oh
and
God, here you
dieting
go with that.
until the next Sunday.
Oh God, okay.
Josh's thing, and everybody who knows Josh,
Yeah, that's true.
eats like a pig, and then Sunday night, I'm never eating again. Never eating again. I go, he said that
No, I
last
don't say I'm
Sunday.
never eating again. I
I'm
say
dieting,
I'm saying I'm gonna eat healthier.
and I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 months.
No, I never say 3 months.
Sometimes.
No, I say I'm gonna start fresh and eat
And
healthy.
he usually says, and I go, okay, I heard this last Sunday. No, this Sunday I mean it.
Oh God.
I said, you said that the last Sunday. No, this Sunday I mean it. I go, okay. So Sunday comes. Monday he's pretty good. Tuesday, he's okay. By Wednesday.
No, I make it to Friday.
Nah, like already, like I'll speak to him.
No.
I had French fries at lunch today.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday.
No, sometimes he doesn't even make it to Thursday or Friday. And I said, oh, what happened to this this week? I mean it. He goes, oh no. And he goes, I already broke it. I might as well just pig out.
Oh God, here you go exposing me completely.
Excuse me. So he's getting me all choked up.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but this is still a routine.
No, I mean.
So.
Well, I'll give myself a little more credit. I feel like I go till Thursday or Friday, and then I'm like, okay, I already ate bad Friday night. I might as well finish the weekend off. And then on Monday, and then I go Sunday. All right, my last hurrah, I'm eating good.
And his last hurrah, I don't want to
No, it's
embarrass him.
not that bad.
Oh, it's grotesque.
Oh God.
Usually it's a McDonald's
Okay, or
or
Wendy's or
Wendy's,
something like that.
and
Yeah.
we debate which fast food he's going to go to.
Oh, come on.
And then I say, you're going to regret it.
Mm.
This is my last hurrah. You're going to regret it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then he eats like a hog. And then comes Monday, we go through the same routine
no,
again.
no. Come on.
So it's just a cycle.
Yeah. Well,
But,
I'm gonna start this week. I mean it. So
okay, this week
yeah,
again,
I
he
mean it
means it.
this week.
So
Oh
literally,
man.
and then he complains because I don't
Oh.
know if you notice,
Oh
I
God.
have something I call a turkey neck. And my turkey
Mm.
neck isn't just from old age. I might have gotten a little bit of wrinkles now here down, but I was a kid and I had this gobble gobble gobble
Oh,
turkey
mom,
neck,
please.
and I blame it on my grandmother because my
Which
father's side of
side?
the family, they all have this turkey neck.
Hey, mom, stop playing with it.
So
Yeah.
it looks like a turkey neck. So Josh blames me
I don't blame
for
you.
the
I just
turkey
said
neck.
thanks for.
And I said, don't blame me. Blame your great grandmother and her side of the family.
Yeah.
They all have turkey necks.
Yeah, they do. They
So,
had. Yeah.
yes, big round
At
heads,
least the other side of the family has really long faces,
long,
which we don't
thin
have long
faces.
faces.
And
But
my father's side of the family, we have round faces. And Josh and I
yeah.
look at each other
Oh God.
and we say, yep, we have bowling ball heads.
Oh God. You made the joke. You
Yes,
just put the.
we could put our fingers,
Oh
two
God.
in the nostrils,
Yeah.
one in the mouth, and roll us down
Yeah. Okay.
because we both have big, fat,
It's
round
not
bowling
that
ball heads.
bad. It's not
Uh,
that
I
bad.
don't know. I think we look
I
at
think you're.
ourselves,
We everybody's their worst
right?
critic. You know.
But we both do think we have bowling ball
Yeah,
heads.
we've already
So we
established that.
kind of laugh at
Yeah.
that. It's kind of a fun,
Yeah.
ongoing thing.
But
Yeah.
okay, so anything
Yeah.
else or
Oh,
what
well,
I mean,
we could talk about a few things that
keep the mic really
oh,
close, really close.
I don't know if anyone I know is listening, but
Well,
during
you're
the
going to tell all your
pandemic,
friends.
during the pandemic, I'm going to tell my friends to watch this. It's something I don't think I've ever been on a podcast, if that's what you call it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know how to get a podcast if you asked
Believe me, we didn't really know how to do it either for a
So,
while, so.
but let's see what else is Josh. I one time during the pandemic was running out of my backyard. Josh's first day of school during the pandemic, first day
It wasn't first day, it was like first week of online schooling.
online, like
Yeah.
doing school from home because of the pandemic. My gardener was in the backyard. I ran out because I wanted to catch my gardener as he's leaving. Next thing I know, I'm flopping in the air and I fell and I
Okay,
heard a
first of all, you
crunch.
didn't flop in the
I
air.
did
You just
flop.
you fell like face first like into
No,
the ground.
it was like I didn't know where I was landing. And I heard a crunch like you have a big long thing of spaghetti before you crack it and go into a hot pot of water. I'm screaming and I'm in tears. I broke my something. I broke my leg. I broke my foot. I didn't know what. And Josh is like, "You're faking.
No,
You're
no, no.
faking."
I knew you were gonna say that. I didn't say you were faking. I said you were over
Over
exaggerating.
exaggerating.
You
You
were
didn't break
you were being
anything.
dramatic. I said you were being dramatic. I said
And
stop being
I'm in
dramatic.
tears. And the
Okay, but then
pain.
once I saw you
And
were
when
like
the
dying.
ankle is swelling up and blowing up,
Oh God, here you go with this.
and I'm in tears, and he's like, "You stop being so
I
dramatic."
never said you were faking it. I
Yes,
said
you did, I
no,
think.
no. I
Well,
said
stop looking
no,
for attention.
no. Okay, I might have
He
said
did
that.
say stop
I might have
looking
said
for
that, but I never
attention.
said you were faking it.
But
I said you're being very
then,
dramatic. But then when I realized you were actually bad, I ran over
so
there.
we did the mistake. Josh called my then probably 87-year-old mother, who then
No, I didn't call her. I called Jay.
I thought we called my mother.
No.
We called my brother because I needed. Josh couldn't lift me.
Well, it could,
Yes,
but
he could have, but he was.
well, Jay
But
came.
he was in the middle of school. I didn't want
But
him to
who
miss his
cares? Who
first day of
cares? It
class.
doesn't matter. I don't really care.
So We call my brother. He comes over. We happen to have one. I had a crutch in the house from something else,
Yeah, you did.
a crutch that wasn't even my size.
No, no, it wasn't your height.
So
Yeah.
my brother looks at it and says, "This is not good." We go over to the emergency room,
Urgent care. You didn't go to
urgent
emergency
care,
room. Yeah.
and then my brother gets us in, and then he had to leave, and I go in, and out I come with a was it a
Mom, you
can
got to make sure the
was an
mic
ace
is.
bandage
They
wrapped
didn't. They
around
didn't do anything. They just gave you an
an
ace
ace
bandage.
bandage, and I said
No, the nurse
on
came out and
on
told me.
crutches,
The nurse came out and said that you broke your foot.
and I said, Josh, I told you.
Oh God! And they said you were going to be in a cast for 6 to 8 weeks. Drink, drink. Yeah, they said you'd be in a cast for 6 to 8 weeks.
So Josh is like, oh my God,
Oh God! This was what, like
I am gonna
4?
have to
Was this
take
like 4 years ago now?
this is
3.5?
the summer right up of this is like summer of 2020.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So or yeah. So 3.5 about
So
or.
this August.
Oh yeah, it was this August. Yeah.
So
So 3 years, I guess. Yeah.
I happen to be home working for the pandemic, so I was home.
God.
But all I know is Josh was like, "Oh my God, I have to take care of her for 6 to 8 weeks."
Yeah. It was.
I
I
mean,
mean, I did it, but it was
but
really
now
crazy. Yeah.
he leaves wires and shoes, and I go, "Josh, I thought you hated taking care of me."
Mom, make sure the mic is keep
Sorry,
the.
guys, I do sometimes get into these choking
Well, if
spells.
you need to take a break, take a break.
I think I need a little break, so hang on, everybody. I'll be right back.
Mom, you don't have to say like hang on like that. Just do what you need to do. Are you all right? Just keep going, keep going. You need to if you want to go to do I mean, whatever, it's fine. But she has like some swallowing issues, so
I have a medical condition, actually.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just so you know, I'm not a nutso.
No, you're not a
I do
nutso.
have a
I mean,
medical.
our family is loony though.
Our
We talk
family is
about that.
loony. We are.
We have one of the craziest
Our
families
family is nuts.
in out
I think
in the.
everybody thinks their family is nuts.
No, no one competes against
We're
ours.
pretty.
Well, I know one family that does, but I won't say the name. We'll talk about it later, but I know
But
one family that
well,
does.
my husband's family,
Well, they're
they're
just as
they're
crazy.
crazy.
They're crazy, but your side is just as I got both. I got one side nuts, the other side loony.
Nuttier,
Yeah, so it's pretty bad.
nuttier than a nut cake.
Yeah, both sides of my family are.
Anyway, sorry guys.
It's Mom.
I know I'm
Stop saying sorry, guys. There's
okay.
no need to say that.
Well, I think I'm
No
on
need.
TV. I feel like I
You're
gotta
not on TV. There's
apologize.
no TV.
But anyhow, so our family is nutty.
Yeah, we're nutty.
But I guess when everybody looks at their own family, probably
Closer,
thinks the
closer.
same thing. But
Yeah, I mean, I know one family that's just as or worse, but I won't say it.
yeah. But
But
anyhow,
yeah.
but we're fun. We have fun.
Yeah, it's a good family. Just they're nuts.
So yeah. But
Mm.
and all in all, you know what? We're if any one of us needed anybody, I think we'd be
Of
there.
course, that's family. Everybody's
So
like that. But yeah, we're just a nuts family.
yeah.
Crazy family. But
So anyway,
yeah,
and Josh and I also we have a generational thing going too with terms. Like the first day he was going to his new job, I said,
closer. Make sure you keep it closer.
you make sure." Just joking because my day and age, the water cooler was where everybody hung out and gossiped about the day before or
Mom, make sure
went on. What
keep it up. Yeah.
you just that's where everyone stood around and talked about things. So I told Josh, find out where the water cooler is so you can go and know where all the gossip is. He kind of looked at me like he didn't
Well,
know.
no,
So I
I knew.
asked him.
No, I knew what you were talking about, but I said we don't have a water cooler.
So I asked him when he went to work, did you have a water cooler? No, no water cooler.
Yeah.
I go, what do you mean you don't have a water cooler? And I don't know, people listening now know what a water cooler is, but I guess now when you have
No, but then I found it.
but it wasn't the water cooler. He said, I have this tank on top of the counter that you push and you get water out. I go, well, I guess that's the new water cooler.
I mean, no, it's more like a water cooler, actually.
I'm sorry, I have to take a few minutes.
That's
I have to take a
Mom.
minute
They
break.
can't even
Oh.
hear you. Just take your
I
break.
am going to take a minute break.
Okay,
So
take a
I will
break.
be right back.
Just do what you need to do. I'll keep talking. But yeah, so yeah, she'll take a break. She'll be back. But yeah, I got a nutso family. But um, yeah, Mom, they can see you. Make sure you keep walking so they don't see you. Yeah, there she goes. She'll be back. But yeah, I just decided I'll bring my mom on for an episode. See how crazy we are. But yeah, next week I confirmed that Art is coming back, hopefully, and Rigo should be back. Like I said last week, Rigo went to Vegas, so he's not here, but he'll be back. Uh, they can't hear you until you put the thing. Are you better now?
Oh, yeah, for now. You don't know. I
Yeah.
never
Be
know.
careful with this
But
though. Be
but
careful.
Josh and I, we have to think. We have so many
We
funny
do. We
stories.
do.
We're
What
a
about the
funny
time I'm gonna
family.
expose myself? But what about the time when someone needed a birthday card and I went to Starbucks
Oh,
and tell them
I
this story?
told Josh
Yeah, this is funny.
I needed a birthday card, a birthday Starbucks. I
Or
said
was it the other way around that you needed a Christmas card and I got happy
no.
birthday? What was it? I
It
don't
was a
remember.
birthday around the time of the holidays.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it
And
was.
Josh comes home,
So I went to
and
Starbucks.
I believe it was from one of my Jewish friends.
Oh God.
And Josh comes home with a Merry Christmas Starbucks card,
Gift card.
gift card. I said, Josh, I wanted a birthday. He goes, what's the difference? I go,
No, no.
yes. And
I said first I said, well, that's all they
I
had.
wanted I think I can't remember who it was for. It might have been from, it was, I think it was from one of my
Yeah.
game night ladies because
Either
their
way.
birthdays, I have two friends, they're both Jewish. I said, I cannot give a Merry Christmas as a birthday card to Jewish people. I don't think that would work. They
I said
probably
it
would
doesn't
think I had the gift card laying
I
somewhere
don't yeah, I
from
mean,
last year.
no, but the point is when I went they didn't have any
So
birthday cards.
you could have got a generic one,
I don't know. I just
but
took the Merry
Dummy
Christmas
didn't
one.
think of that. So mother had to go running.
No, no, I think I went
I
back.
went back
No, we went well, we might have gone
and
back together.
I had just the generic.
Yeah, generic. But no, when I went they didn't have birthday.
So anyway, so
But
that's just
yeah.
one of our
Keep it
funny
close, keep
stories.
it close.
We've got so many funny stories.
Yeah,
I
I mean
mean,
I've done a lot of dumb things, I guess.
oh, a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I've probably done a lot of dumb things too.
Yeah, but
And then
yeah.
the joke is, I always like will see like a little bug in the house, and I have a feel it could be a little ant, and I make it like it's a tarantula. So
Yeah, you
I'll
do that.
scream tarantula, tarantula, and Josh comes over and it's like an ant.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
now anytime I see something in the house, he goes, "Don't tell me it's a
No,
tarantula,
one time
a
we
lizard."
had a lizard in
Oh
the house,
yes,
okay? And
it was big to me.
she screams, this has got to be
Oh,
6 years
at
ago.
least
She screams, "Oh my God, humongous
humongous lizard.
You said 4 foot.
I said it was humongous.
4 foot. So I see it. It was
And then
about 3 inches, maybe.
I still said humongous. So my friend Sally, my friend,
Keep
good
it close,
dear
keep it
friend
close.
Sally,
Oh,
she's
God.
an animal lover. I said, Sally, there's a huge lizard in my house. It ran off somewhere. I can't find it. I said, it's going to eat me.
God.
Sally, who lives in Encino, hops in her
Don't say
car,
where she lives. I
uh,
guess it doesn't matter.
hops in the car,
Yeah.
and comes
And she saved it.
and she looks for
She
and
put it
finds
in a
it.
cup.
And she said, is this the
4 foot.
humongous
You said
4 foot?
4 foot lizard.
And it literally probably was maybe 3 inches.
3 inches,
And
maybe.
she
Yeah.
says, is this the, she did find it. I go, yes. She goes, I don't know how you made this into like the
I
biggest
mean, yeah, I
lizard
would have
you've
been
ever
freaked out
seen.
when you saw.
So I have a reputation
Yeah,
of
but
making little animals or bugs that creep me out
Mhm.
into these humongous things. So
Yeah,
I do have to say
that's okay.
I
I mean,
exaggerate because they creep me out.
that's fine. Everybody has those little
I
things.
once told Josh I thought I saw a mountain lion outside.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I still think it was, but
Yeah,
Josh says it wasn't. I said
I don't think it
it was
was.
like I looked outside. It was nighttime, and maybe it was a coyote, but I said there's a mountain lion. Until this day,
Hmm.
he he thinks I'm crazy, but
Well,
I
I
do
just
think it
don't
was a
know. I
mountain
don't think
lion.
you saw a mountain lion. I mean, I could have, but I don't really.
And yesterday I did see a coyote. He still doesn't believe me,
Not that I don't believe you, but
but I went.
you've
It
claimed
was a
you
coyote.
always. It was probably just. I think it was an ugly looking dog.
No, this was
It could be.
a
I wasn't
coyote.
home, and you start saying, "Oh my God,
Oh my God! I said I
you
almost ran it
texted me,
over
oh
because I
my
was
God, I
going into
saw
my
a
garage
coyote."
and I almost ran it over.
Yeah.
So I Josh tends to doubt me, but this
No,
one
I
I'm
don't
a hundred
doubt you.
percent.
I just something because, like I said, you exaggerate. Like
I
you
do
said.
exaggerate a
So
little.
when you say you saw a humongous coyote, it could be a cat just roaming the lawn, and you think it's a coyote.
Usually I know what a cat looks like,
Right. It was a little
but
exaggeration, but
this one yesterday was definitely a
change
coyote.
changing topics really quick. Can we talk about in second grade when the teacher thought I was mental, and then
Oh,
they
yes.
wanted me to put on me on medicine?
Josh
I don't know.
in
I'm changing
second
topics
grade
really fast.
was
So
in the his
accelerated
elementary
class or
school had a
whatever.
gifted program,
Gifted, yeah.
and somehow Josh got into this gifted
What is
program.
that supposed to
I
mean?
don't know. It was SAS,
SAS.
School of Advanced Studies.
Yeah.
By second grade, he got in, and this teacher, first of all, this year, second grade, that she was hardly ever there. She was in and out, never there. But most of the kids in that class were more gifted and smart and sat like little angels with their hands folded. And then there was Josh. And Josh couldn't sit still and
Someone's texting me.
couldn't, you know, just
So
sit
that I'm
there and
texting.
listen, and did get up and did
Sorry.
roam around the room
Well, because I was one of those kids that was very, very
active.
active.
So
Very active.
the teacher sent home a note, and I was
Yeah.
really pissed off at this
Yeah.
because Josh was probably, you know, looked at like crazy because most of the kids in
Oh,
this
when I
class.
got moved to the other class, I was normal.
Oh,
I was
well,
with all the other
well,
kids
what
that were
happened
like
was,
that.
so
Yeah.
the teacher writes a note home. Is there something medically you forgot to tell us about Josh? Maybe like, has he been checked for ADD?
Well,
We
that's where my
recommend you
right.
check him.
Or put me
Of
on like
course,
Ritalin and shit. She wanted me to put
of
me on.
course, I was in tears, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Well, you weren't in
I
tears.
was in tears. What? And I said, this teacher has no business diagnosing my child, who was well taken care of to every doctor. And the doctor used to tell me he was just an active kid. But of course, I went to this psychiatrist that they child psychologist they recommended. And of course, the psychologist said he is an active, curious, smart 8-year-old, and there is absolutely
7 or 8. Yeah.
nothing to
So
worry
then
about.
I could have had her, and her class, the workload in second
Oh
grade
God.
was harder than I had high school and even college classes.
Every weekend was another
Her
report.
workload was insane. So
Insane.
then I had a chance to get her in fourth grade again,
And we
and I
said,
said no.
absolutely not.
Yeah, so I didn't
But
get
in
her.
third grade, he had the best teacher.
Yeah.
She said that if he's going to walk around, she didn't care as long as he was quiet.
Yeah.
She said
And then,
that that's what he's going to do.
do you remember?
Then by third grade,
I was
he
got
was
pretty much better by fourth
better.
or fifth grade. Do
He
you
just was
remember?
active.
Do you remember? I think it was first grade when I forged your
Oh
signature.
God.
Okay, here's another one.
I get a call at work
No,
from his.
so let me bring backstory. So I had me and one of my friends, we were just talking way too much. So the teacher gave us like a
Josh, you talking way too much.
shocking,
Where do you
right?
get that from?
But so she gave us like a note that said like talks too much, like a little like basically it was like a note like I don't know how to explain it, but
Just
like
a note saying your son's doing too much talking.
yeah,
Please
right.
talk to him.
So we had to bring it back the next day and have our parents sign it. But I guess I forgot to ask my mom. I
Yes,
was in first
conveniently
grade.
forgot in
No,
first
I was
grade.
first grade. I'm 6 years old. So I forged her signature in first grade.
But unfortunately, if you're going to forge someone's signature, you better know how to spell the name.
Oh God.
So This teacher, who we thought was a wacko the first couple of weeks of school,
Yeah.
first grade, she was the
Yeah,
best
she was really good.
teacher.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fantastic.
Mm.
Older woman,
Yeah.
but back then she was probably in her 50s, and this is probably
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Not that
18, she,
long.
well,
About
6.
17, 16, 17 years
Yeah.
ago. But yeah.
But anyhow, she called me up at work one day, and I'm like, oh my God, why is Josh's teacher calling me? And she said, did you get a note that I sent home for you to sign? I go, no. What note? She goes, oh, okay. That's what I thought when the note was signed with your name spelt completely wrong. And she said, I just wanted to make sure. And I was so mad. In the phone, I said, oh my God, I'm going to punish him. I'm going to really be mad at him. And she said, don't punish him. Just talk to him and let him know right from wrong. But I don't think you need to punish him. I
I mean,
said,
I remember you guys were mad at me.
but the teacher said, don't be
But
hard on him.
yeah.
She said, just let him know, you know. And I said, oh my God, a teacher is telling me to calm down. So I listened to her and we just kind of
Yeah.
discussed
But she was a
the
great teacher. Yeah.
situation.
But
So
yeah.
she was a great teacher.
I had a lot of good teachers.
Your kindergarten teacher was really good
My
too.
kindergarten teacher. Second grade was terrible.
Second grade was your really only bad
Fourth,
teacher.
third was really good. Fourth was decent, and fifth grade was good. And then
Right.
obviously when you get into middle school, like you just have a bunch
Right.
of teachers, so it's
And then
nothing like.
Josh did daycare. Josh,
Oh yeah.
from like 8 weeks old.
Well, no. Are you talking about daycare or creative
Well, I'm
kids?
talking about creative kids.
Mm.
Josh went before school. We dropped them off at 6:30 in the morning because they had a daycare that opened up at 6 or 6:30.
Which one?
Creative kids
Oh, it opened up at like 6 a.m. or
before
6:30.
school
Yeah.
on on campus, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
And then they went there after school
But I
because
lived so close to the school, but you
yes,
never let me walk. But in your day and
no,
age, in first grade, you would have been
in
walking home.
1966 we were walking during lunch. We went out for lunch back in
In
the day.
kindergarten, in first grade.
First grade, kindergarten, you couldn't, but first grade, 5, 6 years old, back in New York, people think I'm crazy, but we were able to leave the school for lunch. Big streets like a Ventura Boulevard, we did have a crossing guard, but we were 5 years old crossing a street going to
I don't know how
McDonald's
you knew
with
how to.
money.
I don't know how you knew how to get back
I
in
don't even know
time.
how we knew to spend money.
Yeah, that's true too.
And your mother would give you $1, which was a lot of money back in 1966. McDonald's was like a burger, a fries, and a drink. I still remember was 21 cents. And then we went to the candy store next door for penny candy. We'd spend the balance of the money on candy, come back to school. Oh my God.
And your parents just let you
And
do
we'd
that,
be
huh?
all shook it up. I feel sorry for those teachers now.
Yeah, but that's just
Yes.
crazy. Because
We rode our bikes all over town by the time we were 7.
But the thing is, I lived within
It's a new,
a
different
block
world.
from my elementary school,
But
and you never let me walk. Even in
because
fifth grade, you didn't let me walk.
it's a crazy world now. The
Yeah, that's
world
true.
is crazy. I said, no way.
Yeah, that's true. But if I was in sixth grade, you would have let me probably, right?
By sixth grade,
Because I walked to school every day in high school,
by
but I was
sixth grade,
already.
I might
Yeah,
have let him walk.
yeah.
Maybe.
But high school, I walked every
High
day.
school, he
But that
walked.
was close too,
But
relatively
sixth
close.
grade,
Yeah,
middle school was too far to walk. But if
yeah.
he was in
No,
sixth
I
grade,
couldn't have walked to middle school. Yeah,
the school's literally a 4-minute walk.
probably less, 3 minutes,
It's
2 minutes
around the corner and like a block.
down the street,
But
basically.
there was no way
Yeah, but
I
I
was gonna.
loved creative kids though. It was
Yeah.
really nice, and
But
all my
Josh
friends.
was a preschool, and he was in daycare or infant care from the time he was maybe 10 weeks old.
Yes, probably right.
From
Yeah,
we used to drop him off at 6:30, go to work,
closer to
come
keep it
home,
closer.
and they were open until 6:30.
Mm.
Sometimes not pick him up until 6:15 at night.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
Yeah,
Josh was used
yeah.
to being away
Not
and
away, just
well,
going to
just go
school
to
and going
school.
to
So by the time he was in Creative Kids at
yeah. I
kindergarten,
started that at 4 years old,
yes,
actually.
because he went the summer before to
Elementary.
get used to it.
Yeah.
So he had
Yeah.
no problems because he was
Yeah.
so used to it. So
Yeah.
it was really easy.
Yeah.
So,
It was
but
fun.
Josh loved all the Creative Kids was a great place. The teachers were fantastic.
No, they were great.
Yes,
Miss Nancy, Miss
yes.
Gina,
So,
Miss Nancy, Miss Leslie,
yes.
Miss Rochelle. I remember all of
Oh
them.
my God.
Who else was
And
there?
then,
There was that other guy, the
oh,
the guy that when I got older, we went to Red Robin. He was a
yes, I
bartender. What
forget
was
his
his
name.
name?
His name was, I can't remember his name, but the nicest
Oh
guy.
God, I can't remember
They
his
were
name.
all like people going into the education field.
Yeah.
But, and then when he was going to middle school, which is sixth grade, I was very nervous because I'm thinking, oh my God, he's going to be, they had a Y program, but it was no supervision. He was going to roam the lot, maybe with basketball, but no one on one. So I broke down and said, I have to get him a cell phone.
Oh yes, I got my
Yes,
first phone.
because,
But I speaking of my cell phone, I think I lost my first one and I broke my second one.
yes. So,
Right? The first one, remember
no, you lost one at the
I
park.
lost one playing baseball and then I broke another one.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I had to make sure because I needed to know when I'm at work
Yeah.
that I can get a hold of him. So that's when Josh got his first cell phone.
Sixth grade. There were kids
Yeah.
in like third and fourth grade that had phones.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
didn't need it because Creative Kids was a fully organized.
But
You pick them up, you had to sign in, sign out,
most of my friends
and
were
they had a phone.
most of my friends got phones in middle school.
Right. So
So
I
yeah.
just needed. It wasn't for his sake. Trust me, it was for my sake.
Yeah.
So that kind
And
of
I
worked
broke
out.
my first. I think I broke the first phone that I got,
I think he did, and then he
and then I
lost
lost another
one,
phone,
and
and then I think I either.
then
Well,
finally,
then I finally bought
and
my.
I ended
No,
up
I
getting all Josh's leftover
no,
phones.
I bought my. Then I think in like eighth or ninth, no ninth grade, I bought my own phone.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
Josh would get nicer phones than me. And then when I was ready for an upgrade, he'd get a new phone, and I'd get his leftover phone.
No, but that was only for about one or two
Two
times.
or
Then
three
you started
phones.
buying your own
2 or
phones.
3 phones. But I
Yeah,
keep my phones till they die.
that's
I
true.
really do.
She just had an iPhone 8 until this year when
I
I
just a
finally
couple
I
weeks
bought
ago
her a new damn phone because it was just
for my
time.
birthday and Mother's Day, Josh did get me a new
The newest
phone.
phone.
So, but
Yeah, I had to
I
because
had a
she
flip
had an
phone.
8 that was not working at
But I
all.
think I was one of the last
You
people
were one of the
that had
last
a
people
flip
on a
phone.
flip phone. Yeah.
I think that people used to look at me. But then I finally, even at work, ask
Someone
them.
said.
I didn't know how to text, and people were starting to text.
Yeah,
So
finally.
I finally had to get into the real world and start
Well, then you got the
texting.
iPhone, but then you held on to that one for like
And then I
6
got the
years.
iPhone 8, but it was already
It was already a couple
a
years
couple
old
years
when you
old.
bought it.
So I had the iPhone 8, which was 4 years into the iPhone,
No, you got it about 2 years after it came
maybe
out,
2, 3 years.
and you had it for about
I
5
had it
years.
for at least 5, 6 years. I
Probably
just got
4
rid of it.
years.
I would have kept it, but it was starting to freeze up on me and not hold the charge. But I do like my new iPhone 13. So I feel like I'm up and improving.
Wait,
And
did you get the 13 or the
I
14?
think I got the 13.
Okay, that's right, because they said you didn't need the
Right.
14 because it would have been like
But
an extra couple $100.
but I do like it.
You like
So
it. I
I
told
do.
you because you
I
were
do.
afraid of the
Right.
button.
And
You
it,
said I don't know
I
how I'm
didn't
going to
want
use
the
a phone
button,
without a
but
button.
now I
No,
like it.
you said I don't know how I'm going to use a phone
Right.
without a button.
Right.
And I said you'll get used to it.
I love it.
And now,
At work now,
yeah.
every time I do something techie, I'm like, look how techie I am from
You're
someone that didn't know how
techie.
to text. Now I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to do
You're
things.
techie, but you're slow
I'm
when
not,
you do
I
stuff.
mean, well, I'm not fast. I
Yeah.
text, but I'm much better. And people at work, you know, I always say, look how techie I am
Tech
from
savvy.
somebody
You're good.
but now I'm not afraid. I will figure it out
Mm-hmm.
before I ask because
Yeah.
I'm not so afraid
Yeah.
now. So
You're
I've come
good.
a long way.
And then anything
So,
else? Yeah, I don't
oh, I
know.
don't know. There's
Yeah.
so many things.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to think
Yeah.
of, the first time, one time,
Oh
the
God, where is
car
this?
was in a shop and I had a rental car, and for some reason, you got a rental car.
What is this
When you
story?
pay for the fee for the rental car, they give you a basic, no
Okay,
thrills
okay,
car.
I know where you're going, but the thing with this is that most people my age don't know about
So
the crank windows.
Josh saw something on the door in the back window, like a crank with a knob, and he goes, "What is this?" I go, "What's what?" "This." I go, "That's what you use to open the window." He said, "You're lying." I go, "What do you mean I'm lying? That's the window opener, the old fashioned window opener that you have to turn and use a little muscle power." He looked at it like he had no clue. He didn't have a clue. I started cracking up. I said, "Oh my God, there's a generation, 2 generation gaps between
Yeah,
us." I started
yeah,
cracking up.
yeah.
It was
But
hysterical.
yeah, I mean, it was
But
crazy.
how would he know?
I've never seen it before.
He's never
Never
seen
seen
it
it
before.
before.
Just like
Yeah,
Josh does remember a phone booth.
I do. I
But
remember phone booth. I don't really know how to. I kind of know how to use
right.
the rotary dial, but
But at
not
least
really.
he does know
Yeah. What
how to
else,
use a
man? That's
phone booth.
funny. Yeah,
I mean, but
yeah.
I don't think he's ever actually been
Mom,
in
make
one.
sure you keep it
Have you
close.
actually ever been in a phone booth?
I think I have.
And another,
Well, no, I've been to the ones in the airport where they have a line of phones and you use them there, but those don't
right.
even exist anymore.
But when I was in college, we had a phone booth in a hallway with like 30 girls sharing one phone booth.
Thought you had two.
One on the first floor, one on the second floor.
Okay, keep it close.
So
Keep it
you
close.
can imagine what it was like. Well, about 30 years later, maybe not 30 years later, maybe 20 years later, my girlfriend brings her kids to the school to look at, to think if it's a school they want to go to. She shows them where we lived, and she says, "Oh my God, our phone booth has turned into a storage closet." And all the people looked at her and said, "Phone booth? What's that?" She goes, "The phone booth. The phone used to be in the closet." And once again, they
Mom, make sure you keep it
laughed
close.
and they thought she was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
would have laughed too.
they all had it, we had a share, and they didn't even know what she was talking about. Phone booth. So it's crazy
Yeah,
what different generations will
yeah,
remember.
yeah. That's crazy.
One day I tell Josh that when he is a kid and Josh is using his smartphone and holding it, the kid is going to say, "What? It's not in your built in your wrist when you're
She
born?
thinks we're gonna have chips,
A
which I
chip."
could.
And then he's going to say, "What do you mean you held a phone?"
Yeah, and the other crazy thing is, um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, you're good. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I just lost my train of thought. But either way, yeah, like some of the stuff she tells me, but then I make jokes about like, did you have electricity? Did you have
Yeah.
running water?
No,
Did you have a microwave?
he
But
doesn't
did
even
you have a
think.
microwave?
No,
No,
microwaves
you
didn't
didn't.
come.
Okay, so
I
that's
not
real.
growing up as a
Yeah,
kid.
you had television, right? But not color
We
until
didn't have color. I didn't see color TV until I was 10.
10. Right. Okay.
And that was a big
Yeah, I
deal.
remember.
And
Yeah.
when we were kids, if we went to a hotel and they would advertise outside color
Mom,
TV.
just make sure it's.
Oh my God. You would go to the hotel, and that was the big advertisement, color TV. And that's also, we
Who
would
was the
go.
first one that got it in your neighborhood?
Oh,
Someone got it and you
we
were
had
all there, right?
friends,
Yeah.
and this was like probably, I was probably 6 or 7 years old. Color TV came out very, like, probably, I'm not sure when, but people started buying them in the mid 60s, but it was very, very expensive. So the average person didn't get it till like we got it kind of early, but it was still starting to come down already in price. I think my brother and I was surprised. We got them from school one year, and it was like 1969,
Mhm.
and there was a color TV
That's nice.
because by that time they started becoming like mainstay, and late 60s people were starting to get it. So it was something that was becoming more affordable to, middle class families. But it was
Right.
still a treat of this. It was a treat.
Yeah, right. And then
So, and then just like another treat, growing up. We got foosball.
Not
No, not
foosball, not
foosball. I'm
foosball.
sorry.
Pong.
Pong.
Foosball, no.
Pong.
Pong.
And this was like a big gift. I probably was about $50. And back then, $50 was humongous for a gift. But it was back then, it was for my brother and I. And we had never seen anything like Pong. It was like two little lines on the TV. You hooked it up with like a joystick and a ball, and it went bong, 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 bong. That's all you did with it. But it was the first thing we
Yeah.
ever
And then
saw on like a screen.
this is not similar, but you were a master at pinball, right?
I was a master at pinball.
Master, right?
I was playing pinball for a dime. I would go up, and my life was I was pinball after school. We'd go up to the local candy store, of course, ride our bikes, 15 minutes, main streets, nobody cared, and we'd go play
Just
pinball.
make sure it's at your mouth
And
right there.
basically, by 8, 9 years old, up until like maybe 12, 13, I'd go with my friends and we'd play pinball. It was fun.
Yeah,
I
it was
still
fun.
love it.
Yeah, I love pinball.
I love pinball.
But
It was fun. They didn't have any, you know, other games than pinball.
yeah,
No, I
nothing
remember
else, right?
when the first Pac-Man came out.
Pac-Man,
I
Mrs.
was out
Pac-Man,
here in
Donkey Kong, all
about
those games. Mario.
1981. Pac-Man came out, and that was another thing. Also, oh my God, this was like the so exciting. So that was the start of all the I guess the the playrooms where they had all the
Arcade games and
arcade
stuff, right?
games.
Yeah.
That was
And
before
then,
you could get them on your TV in
but
the house.
my friends, we still love like playing Pac-Man, Galaga,
Yeah,
all of those Donkey Kong games. They're fun.
they're fun.
They're fun.
They're
But
fun. Yes, Josh used to like to go to the castle and play all those games.
what was that other game that we used to
Oh,
play?
air hockey.
Oh yeah, air hockey, skee ball.
Yeah,
We love
air
all
hockey.
that.
I still
That's
love
still
skee ball.
fun.
Skee ball was even around when I was a kid, believe it or
Yeah.
not. So
Now,
that's been around forever.
you I don't even know. I forgot what I was gonna say, but
What were you gonna say?
I don't even remember. But I mean, we've been going for a while now,
I
so
think yeah.
52
Oh
minutes.
my
That's
God.
not bad. You
And
see,
you know what time it is? It's 9:37.
past your witching
It
hour.
is way past my
Mom,
witching hour.
closer, closer,
Oh,
closer.
closer,
Yeah,
closer.
you gotta make sure you
It's
keep it.
way past my witching hour. I
Well,
hope I didn't embarrass
you
myself
didn't.
or
Trust me.
embarrass Josh.
No,
But
no. I wanted
anyhow,
you on. Before we end it, anything else you want to say about me,
oh,
or just in general, funny, bad,
uh,
anything?
well, Josh is a funny kid, but he's a good kid.
Oh God.
I'm lucky. I I'm very lucky that he is a good kid. But funny, funny. He has cracked me up through the years. Like when he was little, in that crazy period, 7, 8, he loved to bounce like a foam ball or a rubber ball around the house. And he would throw it and then like play a one-man basketball game and then flop on the floor to catch it and throw it and
And we
sometimes
broke our
and throw it and he'd go, "Oh, I think I broke something. I think I
um,
broke something," and then get up and start throwing and plopping on
and
the
then
floor again.
remember Brent?
Oh God,
You had four
nice
plates
plates,
up like on the wall, like kind of
and
like
they were throwing
Nerf footballs.
Nerf footballs,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I heard crack, and neither one of them would admit, "No,
Yeah.
I didn't do it."
Yeah, I
The
didn't
other
do
one
it.
said, "I didn't do it."
Yeah, keep it.
I go, "Well,
Someone
if
broke it.
someone broke it, well, we didn't do it."
Yeah, I remember
I'm
that.
thinking I'm the
Yeah.
only mother. I didn't get mad.
Yeah.
I don't get mad at that
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
But I'm thinking I'm the only one probably mother that has kids playing basketball in the house. But
That was
we're
football.
informal.
That was
was
football, but we did play.
Uh,
Remember, we got the little basketball rim that we hung up
Yes.
to the back of the door, and
Yes.
we used to play there
But
until we
I
broke
do
that.
run a pretty informal house. I'm
Yeah.
pretty loose.
We are. That's the one good
I'm
thing.
pretty loose about.
They can't hear you when the mic
Oh,
isn't close.
okay.
So
Hang on
yeah.
1 second. I think we're going to do closing arguments right now.
Okay. But yeah, no, she's pretty informal, so like it's pretty good. But yeah,
Because and I'm not getting like saying anything nasty about my growing up, but my mother, I think in those days you didn't have the term OCD, but she was a cleaning fanatic.
Still is.
Still is. 91 almost. She's calmed down a little,
Yeah.
but when we were kids,
What about the yellow rake that
my mother,
what's his name?
oh God, friends that come back from New
No,
York. Jed.
Jed says, does your mother still have the yellow
My
rake?
mother, for some reason, had a fringe rug in our living room. Well, everybody's watching TV. I mean, every fringe had to be, had to be straight. Why a woman who was OCD with
I'm
cleaning?
surprised she had kids, to be honest with
I
you,
don't
in the
know.
first place. No offense.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but she literally ran that house with her cleaning like an army camp. But
Mom.
you know what?
Yeah.
I do give her credit.
And your brother got that way.
And my
but
brother
you're
got
not.
that
Luckily,
gene.
thank
I
God you're not
did
like
not
that.
get that.
Because, no offense, but they are nuts about
Nuts.
cleaning
But
and
back to the
freaking.
fringe. So people would be, including my father and his friends, he'd have people in watching football, my brother. And as you were sitting watching a game of football, we had to pick up our feet so she could rake the fringe.
Yeah.
To this day, probably 50 or more years later,
Mm-hmm.
Jay has a friend and I have a friend that still ask if our mother has the yellow rake that she used to use.
But he makes it as like a joke.
For
Yeah.
raking. And
Yeah.
I mean, we laugh about it.
Yeah, it's
But
funny.
everybody remembers
Yellow
that
rake.
yellow rake.
I don't remember it, obviously,
No,
but yeah,
but
that's funny.
we still, Jay, my brother and I still get harassed about that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
But yeah.
But so that's why
But
I'm kind of, I swore I wouldn't do that to Josh, but I'm looser. But
yeah,
I
you
still
are
have
looser.
certain rules.
Right.
But I don't get mad
Right.
at that kind of stuff.
Right.
Right, Josh?
No, you were really good about that.
I'm
I can't
good.
lie. You're really good.
I'm
And
good.
like you're very
I don't get
informal
crazy.
and you do get crazy.
I get crazy
but
about other
don't say
things.
that. You don't get crazy
But
because
if
you
the
do.
plates are like my mother.
Oh no, you're really good about
if
that.
the plate or the
Look at
ball,
the amount of shoes and stuff that I have out right
Oh.
now. I wouldn't be allowed.
Oh God, you'd be punished.
I'd be killed.
You'd be killed.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, I have to think about that.
I
Yeah, I try to be as
Yeah.
neat as possible, but sometimes
Yes.
like I have stuff out. But you wouldn't be allowed anything out.
Nothing out. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
my
crazy.
mother would say, "Is your bed made on a Saturday morning?"
Yeah,
I'd still be in bed sleeping.
yeah.
Make your bed. I go, I'm sleeping. She'd want the bed made before I got up out from it. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
yeah,
so true.
that is true.
That's so true.
So
But yeah,
but anyway, it
I
is getting past
do you
my
think
witching time.
just really quick, you don't think I was like misdiagnosed with something?
No,
Nothing.
nothing.
Not at all.
Josh, I swear to you, thinks that he was born with some kind of disease,
Not a disease, like
like a
a birth. Not a. I don't even know what the
like
thing
a
is.
retardation.
No, don't. You can't, I mean, you can say that, but
No, I mean, I'm
yeah,
not sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry. That's not the right word I was looking for.
right.
Like a
I mean,
disability.
yeah. I mean,
Like a
yeah.
something. I
Now
take
you
that
could say
back.
that word. I don't really care, but people get really sensitive
And I
now.
don't
So
mean it in that kind of word, but I'm
autism. Like I think I was misdiagnosed for autism or something.
Josh keeps saying that, but
Yeah. I don't know.
you know,
You never know.
maybe I drop him on the floor or something.
I hit my head one too many
Right.
times.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry for using the word
Mom, you don't have to say
retardation,
sorry. It's
but
not that
I
big of a
didn't mean
deal.
it like
Oh
that.
God, who cares? No one
But
cares.
anyhow,
What are you apologizing
because
for?
I know
Who cares?
it's a word that we should use, and I'm very cautious of using
Oh God, who
right
cares?
words.
Oh God, what are you?
So-
Oh, God, relax. Who cares? You can
Okay.
say whatever you want on this podcast. That's the
No, I
point.
don't like to say words that
Who cares? Who's gonna get sensitive?
I don't know. but
I'm that word.
no. Anyway, Josh is definitely, off the wall and funny, but he's a smart kid, and I'm very lucky.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
why
now
are you
we're
doing that?
getting too sobby. I
Yeah.
guess.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know. I want everyone to know what a good kid you are.
God. Maybe I'm not a good kid, huh? How do you know what I do when you're not around?
Well, I have a friend who I used to work with, and he used to call me Doll. Doll, how do you know what your kid's doing when you're not with them?
That's true.
You think they're a perfect kid, and you have no idea what
Oh,
they're
who
doing.
was the one kid that was the parents were like, not my kid, and he was one of the worst kids we knew? Remember that? Who was
I
that?
can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? Like they
Yes,
thought their kid was like squeaky clean,
and I
and
can't
then
remember
their
that.
kid was one of the worst kids, like doing
Yes.
like
Was it a
drugs and
daycare
alcohol.
kid or? I can't-
No, we were in like middle school or
I
high
can't
school at that point,
remember.
or high school.
And they thought
They
and
thought their kid was
they
squeaky clean.
and Josh would tell me other stories. I can't
Yeah.
remember who that
Who
was,
knows?
but a lot
Yeah.
of people,
Yeah.
you know, I always say you can't look the other way. You gotta, know what your kids are doing and hope and pray and you know, but anyhow, enough of that.
Yeah, enough of that. This is supposed to be a fun
Yeah.
podcast. What are you doing?
I'm just going.
You're not even near the mic. You
Oh,
can't even hear
I'm
you.
just going and just saying how lucky I am.
All
That,
right, we've gone over
we've
that
gone over
already.
that.
Enough. Enough.
Yes, enough.
Yeah, enough.
Anyway, I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
Me
I'm
neither.
hungry.
I'm starving. I'm starting my diet on Monday
Oh,
again.
Josh,
So
here we go again with the
yeah,
diet.
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. I'll get
So
back to the gym.
maybe
I'll
if I
start
come
working
back
out.
again, I'll go on with the same story and say Monday never comes.
Monday. No, Monday. I'm
But
starting my diet on Monday.
anyhow,
What about you? Are you starting your diet on Monday?
I gave up on a diet.
Yeah, Monday. My diet starts Monday.
I figured.
So I'm not gonna pig out, but I'll eat like my normal meals.
Yeah,
But
but
my
his normal meals
well,
are
no, I have.
enough for
I
30
also
people.
think I misdiagnosed. I have this disorder called binge eating.
Mm,
Binge eating disorder.
he-
I have it.
Josh
100%.
His eyes are bigger than his stomach.
No, I eat too much.
And
Especially when I'm
he's
by
eating
myself.
breakfast-
No, when I'm by myself, I eat more. But
and
when I'm
he's
with,
eating breakfast, he's worried about lunch. When he's eating lunch, he's worried about dinner. And he's always hungry,
no, I'm
starving.
starving.
But the Slapkin family,
Oh God, here you go with this.
that side, they all
I got it from them.
eating lunch, a meal, and worried about the next meal.
No, that's where I got it from.
So,
because they would do that, so I started
think
doing it.
that's
We'd be
picked up
eating
from that
breakfast,
side.
and then my grandpa would be worried about what are we doing
What are we doing
for
for
lunch
lunch?
and dinner, and it's like
So,
we're just eating breakfast.
I think he does.
I got it
get
from
that
them.
From that side.
Yeah, I got it from them.
So,
Yeah, so
I do give them that credit. That's not from my side.
no,
of the
that's not from
family.
your side, unfortunately.
So, but anyhow.
But okay, we're gonna
All
end
right,
it.
we're gonna end it, and hopefully I'll be back.
You got to keep this closer,
and
but yeah,
hopefully Josh will let me make a return visit.
you'll just be like the one person that just walks across every so often, doesn't
So-
speak at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
But Rigo and Art will be back next week. So
Right.
I think we're going to end it there. This was
And-
episode 30. Hopefully you enjoyed my mom, I don't know, she's kind of crazy like me, so but in a good way,
but
So
in a good way.
yeah. Okay, we're going to end it there. We will see